plaintiff, Trinisha Vinson, dated the defendant, and she claims he cheated on her throughout their relationship, including when she was pregnant with his son. Trinisha claims the defendant has at least 8 children, and now he's denying paternity of her son, so she petitioned the court for a paternity test. Defendant Jerome Robinson admits that he has 8 children, but he says 4 of them live with him and he financially supports them all. Jerome admits that he had doubts about fathering the plaintiff's son, so he agreed to take a DNA test today.
Start with you.
I met Jerome in 2008. My cousin introduced us. Our relationship was rocky from day one, but I was badly in love with him. I thought our relationship was gonna work, but it didn't.
How was it rocky?
He cheated on me with numerous people. I got told about it a lot. He also, when I was pregnant, he also continued cheating. I constantly took him back.
How many women do you think?
I really don't know, Your Honor. I don't even think he knows. I don't even think he knows how many kids he has. That's why we're here, because he's trying to eliminate kids because he has too many. That's why we're here.
Don't say it like that. Eliminate the possibility of paternity.
Yes.
Just the way you said that threw me off. All right. I'm scared to ask you how many you think you had.
I know for a fact that he has at least 8. At least 8, for a fact. That's just what I know.
Is that the case, sir? You have 8 children?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you're able to financially care for
Yes.
all 8?
Yes.
Okay, you're a pretty wealthy man. What type of work do you do?
Well, I'm on jobs right now.
Pardon me?
I'm on jobs right now. I'm doing different jobs right now. I'm doing Uber.
What type?
I do Uber. I'm a handyman, so therefore we do different labor. I work with different people. You know.
And you think you're able to financially care for 8 children?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. How many live with you?
4.
How much child support do you pay for the other 4?
None.
Why?
Why? And the other 4, I take care of them.
How much?
How much?
How much do you pay? You don't even know what the word means. How much do you pay in child support for the other 4? I said it twice. This is my 3rd time. Okay. If you like, I'll make it 4 even.
Oh, okay.
So I will. How much do you pay for the 4 children that you do not have custody of? How much in child support? Yes.
Okay. I pay like $300-400 a month.
For each?
Well, each is like $75 per kid.
Per month?
Yes.
And you think that's enough for them to live off of?
No.
You admit that you don't pay enough and that you can't afford those?
Actually, I do pay more. It's not documented.
4 of them live with him?
I doubt that they live with him. He may live with their mother on and off.
All right, sir, let me hear from you about this child.
Well.
And your relationship with her, if you want to give me some background.
Well, I met Trinisha, and I had the understanding we had an open relationship. You know, we never committed to each other, so therefore, that's the way we took it.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
Did you all ever live together or anything?
We stayed together maybe 4 months. We lived together maybe 4 months. He lived with me, yes.
Really?
And did you ever complain to him about seeing other people?
Yes.
And what would he say?
He lied all the time.
All right. And that's not true?
No, it's not true.
All right, go ahead, continue. Never had a committed relationship. What else?
Never committed. She had Jerron, and she told me she wasn't gonna give him my last name, so it had me a little puzzled. So therefore, I was a little confused. I was a little upset about the situation. He wouldn't give me
I also didn't give him his last.
Quiet, ma'am. Let him finish. He didn't say a word when you were talking.
Jerron was born, and people were telling me he don't look like me. You know what I mean? I always took care of Jerron, like on my other ones I take care of. And then he didn't like what so I did a home DNA test, and the results came back I wasn't a father. So therefore I confronted Trinisha, and she denied it. Well, let's go get DNA, and I had told her I took one. I was like, who will play games like this?
Did you show her the DNA?
No.
No, I didn't.
Why?
Because the result was on my email. I was trying to get the results faxed to me. And I tried to get them and I couldn't receive
How long
them.
ago was that?
When I did the DNA test, Jerron was 5 years old, so it was roughly about a year ago.
So if you've gone a year without being able to show her something, you could have taken another one.
That wasn't the case. I was a little hurt about the situation. You know what I mean? I was going through some things.
Ma'am, why wouldn't you give him the child's last name?
I didn't give him my son's last name because he did not come to the hospital, Your Honor. I was in there 2-3 days. He did not even come to visit nor see my son, and he had a heart problem. He didn't come up there at all. So, no, I did not give him his last name because he didn't come to visit me. So I figured you didn't even come see about him.
So you punished the child?
Yeah, that's what I did, and it was my fault. I'll take the blame for it.
Playing games with these kids. Playing games with their lives because he didn't come visit you for 3 days. Horrible, horrible.
When I was pregnant, he also continued cheating. I constantly took him back.
How many women do you think?
I really don't know, Your Honor. I don't even think he knows. I don't even think he knows how many kids he has. That's why we're here, because he's trying to eliminate kids because he has too many. That's why we're
Don't
here.
say it like that. Eliminate the possibility of paternity.
Yes.
Plaintiff Trinisha Vinson insists the defendant is her son's father, but he denies it. So Trinisha petitioned the court today for a paternity test to find out the truth once and for all.
Sounds like you feel that you're taking care of them and you do perhaps what you can, but 9 children, sir, you cannot properly care for them with the amount of income you have. And those children, no doubt, live in poverty, and you may not even understand that. You may not know they're living in poverty, sir. And poverty is where the influences of crime and drugs and destructive and criminal behavior come from. Living in poverty. So you're exposing these children to a life that might lead to drugs, crime, violence, and criminal activity. The majority of those engaged in criminal activity are living in poverty. That's one of the root causes of crime. Like they say, like I tell people, the best answer to crime is a job. And you won't be able to provide college for 9 kids. And these days, you got to go beyond high school. High school is not enough. When they finish public school, they're going to need some money to go to skilled trade school or college, community college, university, something. And you can't afford that for 9 kids, sir, unless you're rich. Period. And so you need to give a lot of thought to that. And you need to get a lot more jobs. 2 jobs. You need to do a lot. You need to do a lot more, sir. Or get a business that you might be able to build and later have enough money to support your kids. Some folks start out with small businesses and build them up to a level that they can afford 9 children. What are you going to say?
Well, we never didn't say that I didn't own my own business. I have owned a business before. It failed, but you know what I mean?
Okay, but all right, so go and try again, sir, because you're not going to be able to afford to pay for 9 children living a decent life in a decent community and get a decent education off the jobs you have. I'm done with it, sir. I just want to open your eyes, and because you really are convinced that you are doing enough. And from what I'm hearing, you're doing something, but I don't think you realize you're not doing enough for their future. And ma'am, I'm just outraged, quite frankly, that you would deny this child the name of their father if the father wants the child to have the name because he didn't visit you. It's either that or perhaps you know it's not his, because that just doesn't sound rational.
Well, I know.
I think at one day, 30 days later, you would say, okay, I'm not so mad. Let me go change the child's name. 60 days, 90 days, a year, 2nd year, 3rd year. It's been 5 years, and you still won't give this child his father's name because of the 3 days he missed. What else you want to do to the child because of that? Anything else you want to do to the child because of his failure? Sir, You want to give me any more background on why you think the child might not be yours? Why do you now suspect it isn't yours after 5 years? Well, because of the test, you say?
The test, and
but
also...
you didn't show her, but what else?
The test, he didn't look like me.
I have pictures.
Okay, let's see the pictures. Go and get the results. When you've mentioned this to her, what type of responses do you get?
She always said, well, let's get a DNA test.
And you took your own and didn't show her the results. If you were that convinced, sir, ain't that much distraction in the world.
So I did a home DNA test, and the results came back I wasn't her father. So therefore I confronted Tranisha.
Did you show her the DNA?
No.
No, I didn't.
Why?
Plaintiff Tranisha Vincent insists the defendant is her son's father, but he denies it. So Tranisha petitioned the court today for a paternity test to find out the truth once and for all.
All right, it shows you, ma'am, the probability. All right. You can just read where it's circled. And sir, I hope you're ready for this. And ma'am, I hope you're ready for that. What does it say where it's circled?
Paternity probability, 0%.
It is not his child. Well, you still have 8. Good luck to you. Have a good day.
I'm sorry about it, but I thought I was positive. I guess I wasn't.
I knew the results. I'm upset 5 years taking care of him for nothing. But he's still my son.